Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, now there's something that we have to talk about, and specifically what LA is doing to obviously their own businesses and how much of a hell they're making them have to go through hoops and stuff like that just to be able to function. While they have homeless, crime, and all of the above of terrible things happening in that terrible city, that they just allow to go through. But if you're just a simple business owner trying to make your life, trying to make a living, and just trying to put food on the table, you're bad, you're evil, and you should probably be punished for it. Here is a actual video clip of the man just trying to make a business and try to, make a living, and they keep punishing him for it. Take a look.
Owner who's been here in Granada Hills for 15 years, but he says he's so tired of being harassed by code enforcement that he's considering leaving the state.
The sign need to be right there.
Granada Hills business owner Eric Ayers says the city of LA has a double standard.
No matter what I do, it's always illegal. No matter what I do, it's always illegal. But at the same time, they don't deal with crime, with real crime.
Eric says while homeless encampments are blocking entire sidewalks throughout LA, his business, Motor Styles on Chatsworth, has been visited by code enforcement agents 4 times in 1 month.
I think that this is going beyond ridiculous.
The problem is the placement of this A-frame sign, which is apparently touching 1 inch of city property.
This is a problem because, again, when you own a business, you're a partner with the city. So you make money, the city make money taking tax. So if my sign don't block the right of way, it's not breaking any law. Why they coming and even talking to us about it?
I would like to agree with this man here, because it doesn't seem to make any sense on why a sign is just slightly over the edge of the sidewalk to where it might slightly, and I mean very slightly, inconvenience some people here. It's not like the sign, as you can see here in the actual video, or I would say picture, that the sign is completely blocking the entire part of the sidewalk. 1 inch. It's like, come on, guys. Are we really going to focus on a 1 inch sign just being slightly over? Are we really going to complain about this? If I was walking along the sidewalk, I wouldn't bloody care. I would just go past the sidewalk, and if it was 1 inch, obviously a bit further away, I still wouldn't mind because it's 1 inch. Most people that are going past the sign or past anything that is so negligible it doesn't matter, that they're not going to notice it at all. And the only people that are going to notice it are the woke crazy people that are going to complain about this, which is, obviously LA. Apparently, these guys have nothing better to do because they are more focused on knowing a business owner that has to just try to put food on the table, and honestly has to visit him, 7 bloody times in order for code reinforcement issues. This is what we're talking about, where California has way too many regulations, code enforcements, etc., to where it's just abysmal. And he's made a good point. You can look all throughout LA to where there is homeless encampments just completely covering the sidewalk, and he has a simple sign that is 1 inch over. It's insane to me that this is an actual reality in LA, and how, God forbid, anybody wants to live in LA, let alone deal with the crime, is completely asinine. Well, he has a solution, and I think you guys all know what the solution is for his myriad of troubles. Take a look.
The sign, which really isn't blocking the sidewalk, is one of 2 problems Eric has had with code enforcement agents. The other is this American flag.
Claim that this is not a flag, this is a sign. Last time I checked, this is a sign. Yeah, it's a big sign. It's a sign that we're in America. And this is the land of the free, and this is what this thing represents for me.
Reaction from Eric's customers?
It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they definitely have to get their priorities straight, because there really isn't, they're not doing a very good job.
I've been betrayed by the city.
Eric says complaints to code enforcement, city council, and the mayor's office have been ignored.
Right now, I'm looking at to move to Texas or to Arizona.
Now, we contacted code enforcement, also Councilman John Lee's office, but no one got back to us. Alex, Christine, reporting from Granada Hills, I'm Gina Silva, and I'll send it back to you guys.
Now here is a major and critical issue. Now that even though that you see the fact that this man is trying to make a living, that this man is obviously infuriated, apparently having the American flag is a huge issue. You know, the state, the country that we live in, the flag of the country that we live in is a problem. So, instead of glorifying and being happy for our country, they instead say, no, that's bad. You can't have the flag of our country hanging on your building. You have to get rid of that because that insults people. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind if they had a pride flag or rainbow flag hanging in the distance. They'll be like, cheering, good job. I'm glad that you're woke and you're part of the crowd. Please keep hanging that flag up. But for the American flag, no, that's a bad thing, and we shouldn't have that here. Now, this is what we call anti-American at its finest. This is a individual. Obviously, he looks like he's an immigrant, and he is new to this country, or maybe not so new, but he is proud of his country. And he has more pride of the American flag than any of these woke illusionaries or psychotic people than I would say that a lot of Americans have. Honestly, this guy has more American blood than some of the Americans that I know, and that's saying something. Again, these people that come here, that actually come here legally and not illegally, and I'm glad that he's an immigrant, and I'm glad that he came here on non-nefarious matters, are actually a benefit to society, a benefit to this country, and I'm glad that he loves this country as much as I do. Unfortunately, our country is ruined by anti-American psychotic people that they like to remove the flag and punish people for doing a good job. On top of this as well, it looks like LA is going to be losing a good worker, a person that cares about the country and probably their own place and putting, resources and stuff onto the table, and he's going to be going to either Arizona or Texas. This is what LA does. LA scares away or moves away the entrepreneurs or business people, their people that work there, to other states and makes sure that nobody in their actual city can be able to buy resources or buy things that are important to them, because that's the biggest point there. Your own code reinforcements have actively made this guy moving to another state, making you lose population, make you lose money, make you lose everything that is positive for your city, and even positive for the state. Now, I don't know why Gavin Newsom doesn't really see the error of his ways or the stupidity of his ways, but I digress. It's probably because he's an idiot himself. But if I, as a governor, seeing some state, or I would say city, end up losing people or our state money and popularity because we had co-enforcements that are terrible and they having people leave, I would probably be the number one person saying, listen, you're doing something wrong. You just pushed this guy pretty much out of our state, which also made us lose revenue and made our state worse. I don't see why you are even be able to function. I would probably try to do something about it. Now, call me authoritarian, but I would like to see the benefit my people of my state rather than having my state go into a complete turmoil because our code regulations are literally scaring people away, are literally pushing people out. Good on you for this man. He is trying to do something good. I think Texas or Arizona would love to have him because it seems that they respect a bit more of their business owners and their people than LA ever would, or God forbid, California, because California seems to hate everybody that lives here. Alright guys, that's it for a video. Like, subscribe, share, as always, take care.